a defined set of KPIs. Let's say there's 10 of them, right? So really it comes down to every quarter I stand in front of my clients and I say, look, out of the 10 things that we look to achieve, seven of them were successful, met or exceeded their KPIs. Great, we're excited. Three of them completely failed, right? One of, they were failures. Here was our hype, and then explaining, here was our hypothesis. Here was what drove our hypothesis, best practice, gold standard, our competition. And here's why we thought it would work. However, you have to say, here's what we learned. In our organization, it didn't work because of this. Our customers don't see us in this. Our clients don't interact in this way. So the point is that it's about, and when you're open about your and you actually then do postmortems, a true postmortem, and be humble enough to accept that,
That's
the
tough.
thing is
That's
that then
tough
you can
stuff right
recalibrate.
there.
That's
Yeah.
right. But the thing is that it's not all the time I come up and say 7 things were successful. And then I can say, even though we had 3 failures, the bottom line is, the investment, had an IRR of whatever. The point is, because sometimes I might say 7 of them fell, but here's what we learned. But this is after you've had some foundational wins so that people know that they can trust you because they've seen you own these things and they're more willing to participate. And again, it's just about having that, it took me a while to get there, to be frank with you. But once I did, and I saw that actually doing that helps in the long run, right? And it gets people to want to work with you because they trust you. That's how you're going to be able to change your KPI. So it becomes building that trust by doing and not saying. And it means also to be able to analyze your failures, understand why they failed, and then run more hypotheses and testing to adjust and make those adjustments as needed.
And you've probably failed, as I have, more times than anybody in that room at whatever. I mean, because look, you're making decisions, you're doing things, right? You're gonna fail, and the cheaper, the faster, whatever that you can fail, the quicker, and more money you'll be able to save and sort of invest those in either pivoting out of the stuff that didn't work, adjusting, whatever. But like you and I have probably failed more times at more things than most of the people in whatever rooms we're in. And that to me is such an enormous value because you'll learn. And you're a humble guy. I mean, like, you say, you know what? The hypothesis, the thought was this. Reality was organization might not have been ready for it.